So when you start out learning guitar chords, you often see them in this form. This is called a guitar chord diagram or a guitar chord chart. And this is a really simple representation of a guitar chord. And what you see now is the open A major chord, or simply the A chord, or even simpler, just A. So let's take a moment now to see how guitar chord diagrams work. So here's the chord diagram for an A major chord, an open A major chord. And the lines going down are the strings. They are the low E string, the thickest string, which is string 6. Not string 1, but string 6. Then we have the 5th string, also known as the A string. The 4th string, which is the D string. The 3rd string, which is the G string, and the 2nd string, which is the B. Then finally, we get to string number 1, which is the high E string. So 6 and 1 are the same string name. String 6 is the low E, and string 1 is the high E. Now going across, we have the frets, and the frets are these metal bars. And this is fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, and so on, all the way up the fretboard. And if we talk about moving from fret 1 to fret 2, then we say we're going up, like I just said now, going up the fretboard. So we go up from fret 1 to fret 2. And if we talk about moving from fret 2 to fret 1, then it's the opposite, you're going down. So up is going this way, all the way up to the 12th or the 15th fret, and going down is that way, going this way here, away from you. So what do these numbers here, numbers 2, 3 and 4 mean? Well, these are your fingers and they show where they go on the fingerboard. And the numbering is always the same. So number 1 will be your first finger, number 2 will be your second finger, number 3 will be your third finger, and number 4 will be your little finger. And you won't use or need any more than that. So for the A chord, you're using your second, third and fourth fingers on the 2nd fret on different strings. So your second finger is on the D or the 4th string, your third finger is on the G or 3rd string, and finally your 4th finger is on the B or the 2nd string. Another thing you're definitely going to see on guitar chord diagrams are X's and O's at the top. Now X's and O's signify two things. X's mean don't play the string, and O's mean play the string. So if you look at the diagram for the A major chord, you will see that there is an X on the low E string. So don't play that string. Whereas on the 5th string and the 1st string, you will see 2 O's. So you will play those strings. So basically you're playing string 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 when you're strumming this chord. Now for the moment, I would stress, don't worry too much about hitting those X strings at the moment, really. Don't worry about it. Don't let it stress you out. In fact, don't fret. Okay, so let's put that A major chord on and see how it feels. So, as I said, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, this 4th string. The 3rd finger right behind it on the 3rd string, the G string. And that little finger there behind that one as well on the B string, the 2nd string. And one thing you'll notice is while you're doing that, your fingers are not right close on the fretboard. They're slightly kind of diagonalish, with the little finger being closest to the fret. And you'll get something like this once you've been practicing for a while. Now, one of the main problems with the major chord like this, the A major chord, is that you might get a situation where the strings buzz. And this is really normal at first and nothing to stress about, okay? And there are a number of reasons. Now, it could be that, your fingers aren't close enough to the frets. Now, if they're too far away, you'll get something like this. It's pretty horrible, right? Okay. And the other thing is, if your fingers are right on the frets, you'll get that. All right, so your fingers shouldn't be too far away or right on, man. They should just be as close as you can get them. And look, and as you can see, my little finger, I can feel this part of my finger, this little bit there of my finger, touching the fret, but the rest of the fingers are as close as can be to get them sounding good. So you're bunching up your fingers as much as you can. And finally, the third problem could be is that you're not pressing down hard enough. And this is I think a problem that beginners have when their fingers start to hurt. As I said, that will happen. You cannot escape the pain. And so you will need to break through that pain barrier, but you will have to press down quite hard to get all those strings sounding clear. Because if you don't and you're not pressing hard enough, it'll either be buzzing or just nothing. So that's not hard enough, or you'll get this. All right, that's a pretty horrible sound. So this is going to take some time, but ideally you want to get that kind of sound. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you got a lot of value out of this, and I hope this is going to be the start of a beautiful guitar journey for you. Thanks for watching. Happy strumming.